Bok ekipa, dobar dan i dobrodošli u još jedan Reboot live at Gamescom 2019. Ja sam Luka, nalazim se ispred Ubisoftovog booth-a u biznis dijelu, znači nismo na show floru. Iza mene se nalazi plakat za The Settlerse. A zašto se nalazi plakat za The Settlerse? Zato što smo imali priliku pričati sa Benediktom Grindelom, managing direktorom Ubisofta Byte, razvojnim studijom koji razvija The Settlerse. S njim smo popričali o stvarno jako puno zanimljivih tema, o tome kako je raditi u tako jednom velikom studiju, ali i kakve sve developere Ubisoft Byte traži, pa možda ako vas zanima raditi u Ubisoftu, pogledajte ovaj video zato što zapošljavaju i treba im jako puno developera da pojačaju njihov studio. Pogledajte intervju u nastavku, super je, ostavite like, share, subscribe i iskomentirajte ako vam se nešto komentira. Vidimo se u narednim videima, imamo još intervjua za vas, još ekskluzivnog video sadržaja. Vidimo se, čujemo se, Alen Bokšić. Hello. Can you just introduce yourself for our audience?
Absolutely, I'm Benediktom. I'm the managing director of Ubisoft Byte, which is basically the 3 German studios. We have 3 sites in Ubisoft Berlin, Ubisoft Düsseldorf and Ubisoft Mainz.
Okay, so first question, together with those 3 studios, so Berlin, Düsseldorf and Mainz, Byte employs almost 400 people. That's obviously a big group of people and skill, and as work process continually change, how hard is to plan and implement quality control, and what are the biggest challenges?
Well, that's a big question. So first of all, we've grown a bit. We are now more than 520. I think at the end of the day, the most important thing we deliver is quality games. So whatever we do, it has to be quality, full stop. And to implement the right processes to ensure that quality, of course for us in Ubisoft, is something where we already benefit from all the Ubisoft quality control measures. We have specific studios that do this, but also of course in each studio, and each studio actually at the end of the day is responsible for this themselves. So Berlin, Düsseldorf and Mainz all have their own measures there. We have people that are working directly with programmers, with developers to make sure that quality happens at every single stage. And yes, it's not easy to do, and luckily we can benefit from it both on a local and on a global level from Ubisoft.
And can you speak maybe more about the workflow? Do you develop more games simultaneously? Big franchises like Anno and Settlers are obviously a top priority for Byte, so I'm guessing it's a challenge to work on other projects as well?
Yes, I mean, we have a system where really each game, each product is run by one person and really responsible for this. So if we have several products, we just have several teams, but they are really run by one person, by the lead producer, by the senior producer. So we can scale quite easily. Obviously, our biggest lead games are, as you said, Anno and Settlers. So we're very happy, especially now Anno was released this year and with a tremendous success on a global scale. So we're very happy. And so the team was very self-responsible to deliver it. Of course, we have our quality measures on Byte level and also on Ubisoft level, but they really done that. And now Settlers, well, we're standing here at the Settlers, at the big Settlers sign, so it's playable for journalists for the first time. Really looking forward to releasing it next year. I think it's a great opportunity. This actually is a game where several studios are involved. So all to collaborate with each other adds an additional layer of communication, which is quite important to look at. And then we have lots of co-dev projects we work on. So where we work in big multinational teams on games like Rainbow Six Siege, Beyond Good and Evil 2, on the Far Cry brand and so on. And but those are not directly connected with any of our games, so they are really working separately, and that way we can scale quite easily, I say.
You also collaborate with Ubisoft Massive. Can you tell us more about that? You are working on middleware for the procedural generation of game content?
Yeah, well, we're working with Massive actually on the Uplay, on the Uplay platform, and we also work on a big game with them together. It's a great collaboration. Massive is a wonderful studio. They have enormous talent. I mean, obviously they brought some really big, especially with The Division, a really big game to the industry. For us, it's always great to work with big Ubisoft studios because we can learn a lot. I mean, this industry is about constant learning, and now to work on Uplay, a platform, and we see the whole industry shifting business models to platforms in many different ways. So to be part of that is really great. The procedure generation tool that we're working on is actually that we're doing on our own, not with someone else together. And it's a great project. It's like a middleware that helps you to generate worlds that really follow the gameplay rules. So to say it a bit easier, maybe a bit simplified, if you press a button and then you get a level. It's fully implemented in Settlers, so all the levels you will see on Settlers here are procedurally generated. And I think it's one of the things for the future of the industry to have a better automated, a more automated development approach.
Can you tell us more about the differences for developers, artists, composers working in small studios or even indies and then coming to big studios? What can they expect in that environment?
Yeah. Well, when we joined Ubisoft in 2001, Byte was relatively small. We had like maybe 20 developers roughly. And when we acquired Related Design, which is now Ubisoft Minds, they were maybe about 35. So I think in the beginning it can be quite overwhelming to suddenly have thousands and thousands of colleagues who are all very willing to help you, but it's like so much information and you need to get used to new structures. And sometimes you're used to do everything yourselves, and now you have people who expect to do it for you, and sometimes it's tough to adjust. But I think it always takes a little bit of time to do this, but then after some time you realize, and especially I can say this for Ubisoft definitely, everybody is so insanely supportive of everything. So I think at the end of the day you realize I can just do so many more things, I can do them at so much better quality because I have all those connections. But to build those connections, I think big companies, and especially Ubisoft, is so much about having your network and building your network. And luckily we're in a situation where those networks are created easily, you just have to go to people and ask them. And I think that's a big difference. And to realize that at some point I will just make a better game, I will have a better product if I use everything that's reachable for me, all the people that can help me to do it.
Any specific skills that Ubisoft Byte need the most? At this moment in time?
Well, I mean, we're growing a lot. We see that there is a potential to grow to 1,000 people in the next 4 years in Germany. And I would really say that we need everything. We need everybody, every experienced developer to make this happen. I think specifically we are looking for people in the area of content production, level design, but of course programmers. I mean, all the C++ programmers out there, please send us your CVs because they are not growing on trees. Actually, we hired someone from Croatia recently, so we're looking everywhere. No, I think to do our growth, we need to grow in all areas, but I think especially in the area of content design, we need some great new talent.
What is the next project from the studio, maybe besides from working on Settlers before it releases next year?
Well, there are two projects, or one project that we are very proud of. It's a small project. Byte has, especially the Düsseldorf studio, has always worked on some small, let's say, bold projects that are like maybe looking at the future of the industry. And we actually have developed a VR escape room for the location-based VR experiences. So it's a B2B thing. I think it's amazing, and we're working on a new one. And I think this is really a great opportunity, and we are really strongly believing that VR, the experience of VR, will change the way we play games in the future. So we want to be ready for that. So we are developing more in the area of VR. So you can play the VR escape room in many places in Germany. I'm not sure in Croatia, but hopefully soon.
Hopefully.
But definitely look out for some great stuff there. And then there is maybe more, but maybe I can't talk about everything.
Of course. And last question, would you like to send maybe a message to folks from Croatia and the region that have been looking to work for Byte?
Well, I mean, first of all, it's amazing what happened in Croatia. I think Reboot in Dubrovnik is just such an amazing conference. We had people there who always said like, it's a great crowd there and very talented people. And as I said, we just hired someone from Croatia. And I'm also happy to see that there is game development coming from that area, because I think in Europe as a whole we still can grow the industry a lot. The industry will grow so much in the future. But of course we're super happy, so if you've always thought maybe to work in Germany, You will find a very welcoming professional team. You can work on worldwide AAA games, you can work on some of our signature games in the strategy genre like Settlers and Anno, some cool new VR games. I think there is a lot of interesting things we can offer. So check out our website and we'll be happy to call you.
Thank you very much for the interview.
Sure.
Thank
My
you.
pleasure.
Thank you.